Okay people, today we're going to learn how to solve a cube. My goal is to teach you a way that's so straightforward and easy that anyone watching this will learn how to do it. Go to my blog right somewhere here and download for free this little booklet that I've written for you to follow along with. Watch the video presentation, follow along with the booklet. I've taught grandparents, I've taught grade schoolers, they've all learned it. And you will too. Just follow along and we'll get this thing done. So enjoy. You're going to want to start by forming this cross, this white cross right here. And when you do, see how this piece has white and orange, and that orange lines up with this middle piece, this orange middle piece, and this green lines up with this green middle piece, and the red and the blue. Work with the cube, play around with it till you get that lined up. We're going to rotate the pieces that are on the third row up to the first row. This piece is white, it has orange and green, so it belongs in the corner where there's orange and green. The way that you get this to where it belongs is put it directly underneath it, and then now I'm going to throw up on the screen my notation, and you'll see how this corresponds. We're going to move this piece. That arrow means that you move this piece to the right, you move this piece down, you move it back to the left, and then you move that piece up. Now look, there it is. If the corner piece is on the right, you're going to follow this pattern. This is a piece that is on the bottom. The way that we have to get that up to the top is by following this series of movements. You find a piece, a corner that has an empty piece, like this one right here. Get this piece directly underneath it. Then you move it out of the way, move this down, move it back in the way, move it up. Now it's on the first row. And the way that we get it onto this third row where we need it to be is following this pattern right here. Rotate, move out of the way, rotate back up. See, now it's here. Follow those patterns until you have the first row completely done, and then you're ready to move on to the second layer. The second layer, the way you're going to start is you're going to look for pieces that are actually on this third layer right here that actually belong on the second layer. This piece has green and orange. This is the green side, and this is the orange side. So a piece that's green and orange actually belongs right there in the middle between the green and orange. And to get it there, you're going to turn it to correspond with this middle piece. And when I did that, see how I created this T here? So to move this piece up and to the left, I'm going to do this series of 8 movements starting now. Okay, and look at that. There it is. Now look at this is the same pattern, but it's a mirror image of it. And we're going to follow this pattern to move this middle piece up and to the right where it belongs. Now sometimes, look at this piece right here. This piece is in the right place, but it's in the wrong position. It's a second layer piece, but it's not where we want it to be. And so what we'll do is we'll throw a phantom piece up there, and that will move. If we throw a phantom piece, see this green and yellow piece, we're going to throw it up there, and it's going to actually move this piece, this orange and blue piece, out of the way onto the bottom layer. Once it's on the bottom layer, we'll be able to move it into the right place. So we'll just throw a piece up there that we don't want up there, but we do want to we do want to move that blue and orange piece to the bottom layer so we can throw it in there. See, look, orange and blue, blue and orange. We want to move this up and to the right. We're going to follow this same pattern. And there it is. There's the second layer right there. And now we're going to turn this cube upside down to work on the third layer. So we're going to first put these 4 middle pieces in their proper position. So if we find these two that are adjacent in their proper positions, we're going to put those back into the back right corner, and I'm going to use this face to do this series of movements, and then it will put all of the pieces in their proper position. Now to flip this middle piece to its proper place. In this scenario, you're going to have two that you need to flip. I'm going to pick the blue side, and I'm going to do this series of 8 movements that are on the screen, and it's going to flip that blue. Okay, now see how this blue piece is now flipped? Don't worry about these pieces getting mixed up, because if you stay on the first original side and rotate it to the next piece that needs to be flipped, everything is going to get back into its same order. See, now that green has been flipped correctly. We're going to move it back to where it belongs. And now inspect your cube. You'll see that the blue is in its proper position and place, as is the yellow, as is the green, as is the red. On this cube, only this piece is in the proper position. It's not in its proper place because it's not turned correctly, but it is in its proper position. We're going to protect this piece by putting it in the back left corner right here. I'm going to use this face to conduct these series of 22 movements. Okay, if you do the first 11 movements correctly, you'll see a pattern of colors that will look like an inverted L, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to use the same face. We're going to do the next 11 steps. You'll have to repeat that series of 22 movements until all of the pieces are at least in their correct position. Now, the final step in solving this cube is writing the corner pieces into their proper place. And we're going to do a series of 8 movements. And the only thing that we need to worry about is this piece. I'm going to look at this top right piece and do this series of 8 movements until that top right piece is in its correct place. I'm still in this green face, and that piece that I wanted to turn is in its proper position and place now. Now I'm going to stay on this same face, and I'm going to rotate this top piece to the next piece that needs to be turned. I'm going to do the same pattern we did before. Okay, again, the cube looks messed up, but look at this piece, the piece that we wanted to turn. It is in the right position and place. Now we stay on the same face, we turn it to the last piece that we need to flip, and we're going to conduct this pattern until the entire cube is solved. And there you have it. Okay, so there it is. If you're getting stuck, press the pause and refer to the guide, but I promise you'll get it. You're welcome. I love you guys. No, maybe not that guy, but everybody else. Good luck.